Tipping off. Now, here's Beth Duran.
Well, now, number 1 seed comes to town. No problem at all. Lakers win 116-104, and yeah, I'm surprised. Surprised at how easy it was. Lakers, despite having a lot of turnovers, took care of business. And this is why, if you listen to 710 throughout the day, you'll hear John Ireland always say the Lakers are a matchup problem for teams like OKC. And you saw that. The Lakers, with their size, the rebounding, easy work. They had it. Anthony Davis just grabbing everything around him. AD with a double-double, 24 and 12. LeBron, his 19 and 11. The rebounds. Lakers had 55 rebounds. OKC, 38. Like, that's what you got to do. Use your size, get after it. D'Angelo Russell cooking again, despite not playing in the fourth quarter on Saturday. Today, knocking down big shots. And this is the Lakers team. When they're locked in, when they're in that zone, when they have everything, this is why you can get excited for them. Forget about Denver. Denver is just a juggernaut. Denver is a matchup nightmare for everybody in the NBA. OKC, yeah, they can shoot. But if you're cold, ooh-wee. And the Lakers in that first half, they had 12 turnovers. They averaged 13 for the season. And it never felt like it was going to be a problem because OKC couldn't shoot tonight. OKC was frozen. 15 and 39 from 3. Jalen Williams, who I'm a big fan of, out of Santa Clara, does good work. I'll tell you this, I was watching him in his warm-ups. The dude was locked in. SGA, huge fan of his. MVP candidate. He's a 30 bucket anytime he's on the floor. Only had 20 for him. 9 of those points came from the free throw line. Jalen Williams had 7. That's not the Lakers' problem because the Lakers have had nights where their guys couldn't shoot, where they couldn't get their shots off, where nothing was falling with them. And nobody's going to feel bad for you. You know what you do? You take advantage. Lakers get the victory. Most importantly, they move up in the playoff spots. And we're all watching what's going on. March is here, right around the corner of the playoffs. Lakers in the 9th spot. And on Wednesday, a big game against Sacramento, who's in the 7th spot. Lakers are a game and a half behind Sacramento, climbing. They're 2 games back of Phoenix in the 6th spot. So win the night against OKC. Sacramento, Wednesday. Friday, you have Milwaukee. Sunday, Minnesota. Let's go. You should feel good about it. 877-710-ESPN, 877-710-3776. And honestly, 116-104 wasn't even that close because at the end, it was garbage time. Like, I think it was like 6 minutes to go. And OKC was like, dude, we're done. Second night of a back-to-back, whatever. And for those of you going to say, before you even start with, it's the second night of a back-to-back, you knew OKC was going to be done. Let me give you this stat for you right here. OKC has won 7 of the 9 games on the second night of a back-to-back. They're averaging 129 points second night of back-to-backs. So don't even give me those excuses. OKC they're young. Nobody on their starting squad is over 25, so they're young. Don't even give me that. Lakers came out, took care of business, and they started ugly the first 5 minutes. They had a bunch of turnovers. There was no defense. And it was like, tied it up at 25, up by 9.5, 17-3. No problem. So good victory for them. Jump on the lines, 877-710-ESPN, 877-710-3776. And D'Angelo Russell was cooking tonight. Let's bring in the crew right now. Let me start from the back. Kids in the back. What we got? I know I saw Graham, my guy Graham Metzger, who was roaming around. What's up, Graham?
How we doing, Beto? This is a weird feeling. I didn't know I was supposed to feel happy after these games. This is so weird.
Especially the way OKC played last night against Phoenix. I was like, ooh, they were looking super good.
Is that Josh back there? I can't see you for the. What's up, Josh?
What's up?
All right, good to see you, my man. You guys were roaming around. Did you guys get some good stuff at the arena?
We got some good stuff, but clearly Ron the Caddy's got the better stuff in the chat. I've never seen so many whiskey glass emojis strung together. So I'm excited to see if my guy Ron can get on the phone lines tonight.
Yeah, so Graham is monitoring the YouTube chat. Josh, who posted that sweet video of 80 with the dunk from the opposite side?
I got it.
You got it? Brag
Yeah.
about it, man.
Yeah, my guy humble.
Yeah, it's on the Twitter account, right?
Yeah, it's just on Twitter. I gotta try and upload it as fast as I can to keep it relevant.
Yeah,
you know?
go check out the ESPN LA Twitter account. Really cool behind the scenes stuff of the vantage point from the opposite basket where these two guys, you guys were working it tonight, just like the Lakers did tonight. Nice young man, Will. Did you miss me on Saturday?
I always miss you, Beto.
Oh, you lie. I found out Will has a podcast.
Oh, thank you.
Nice young man Will has a podcast. Don't let this guy fool you. He's got the deep pipes. He's ready to go, man. What's the podcast about?
Just all nerd stuff. I like comic book movies. I like video games.
That's not
So, you know, follow at Geekin' It Podcast.
Geek and a podcast?
Geekin' It Podcast.
Spell it.
GEEK It Podcast.
Geekin' It Podcast with Will Flores. Good job, man. Very nice by you. Michael Funches, producer extraordinaire.
I don't have a podcast, but do I need one now?
Yes.
Fudge, you were very quiet with me today. You okay?
I'm good.
You all right?
Yeah. Just don't leave me.
I was gone on Saturday. I'll be gone some more. Hopefully I leave April 20th to go see Ryan Garcia fight in Brooklyn, but that's a whole other story. All right. Let's start off the show with my man who always puts me in a good mood, JR at LAX. JR, my man, how are you feeling tonight?
Beto, how you doing? How
I'm good.
you be?
I'm good. You talk to me.
So you got a smile on your face this evening, huh?
Yeah, you know what? It was good because I had a Crustable for dinner, two of those, peanut butter jelly. Yeah, I'm good.
well, it's always good when they win. It's always good. This is a good matchup for them. It remains to be seen if they can crank it up a notch in the playoffs. If OKC can crank it up, then they can present some problems. But if they play the same like they're playing now, they're going to run into some walls in the playoffs. So, but this was a good win for them. I'm a little indifferent about it. I know what the Lakers' problems are, and I'm just waiting to see them solved. I'm hoping they solve them before we get to the playoffs.
What would be one of the problems?
The backcourt defense they've got to fix that some kind of way. Whether they need to bring somebody else in, whether Darvin needs to bring somebody else in to work with them, they need to solve that. Those guys they all got to collectively come together for the playoffs. You got to step it up another level in the playoffs, and if they can't do that, then they won't get as far as they got last year.
Yeah, the good thing is OKC is the one matchup you like because I kid you not, JR, watching OKC before the game, I turned to some guys like, this is going to get ugly. And the first couple minutes, it was like, it was ugly. And then turn things around. You got to take advantage of that, man. JR, always good talking to you, my man. I'm glad you started the show with us. Have yourself a good night. Lakers get the victory tonight, 116-104. Your phone calls coming up. Scooter, Tony, Solomon, everybody else coming through. 877-710-ESPN, 877-710-ESPN.
Highlights from tonight's Lakers game and your reaction on the Lakers line.
On 710 ESPN. Call now to be part of the Lakers postgame show and react on the game.
877-710 ESPN.
Hi, this is Anthony Davis of your Los Angeles Lakers.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
It's time for Lakers postgame.
Here's Beth Duran.
AD was just so good to watch tonight.
Rebound, D'Angelo Russell. Russell into the front court, alley-oop to Davis! A perfect pass that AD caught in the air and dunked. Lakers back up by 6.
Anthony Davis, tonight's player of the game, driven by your Southern California Toyota dealers. We make it easy. AD grabbed 12 rebounds, 4 of those offensively. In 30 minutes of action, had 24 points. Oh, he also had 3 blocks. And you're supposed to do that when you're the best big man out there on the floor. And Darvin Ham was talking about what the players were doing tonight, what they were doing. And one of the things that's really important is you have to make sure that when things are going, everything else is there for you, especially rebounding.
A lot of guys being proactive, guys putting bodies on bodies. You know, those second chance points that Denver was able to get killed us. And so, you know, these are learning steps. We understand that, you know, time is of the essence, and we got to get busy in order to do what we're trying to do. And so, you know, we did a great job turning the page, moving on from that loss. It was a tough loss, but, again, moving forward, got some really good work in today at shoot-around. And just talking through some things on both sides of the ball. And, you know, it's just, again, guys wanted to come out and they responded well. Showed a lot of character with the way they responded.
And that's what you're supposed to do. You lose on Saturday, answer back, and answer back in a good way. 48-36, the advantage for the Lakers in the paint and in points in the paint all season long, sponsored by Vista Paint. Locally owned, manufactured for over 65 years. Vista Paint is your home for factory direct, high-quality paint products. Vista Paint, your championship team of paint professionals for over 65 years. All right, let's get out to the phone lines. Scooter in L.A., you're on the Lakers postgame show on 710 ESPN.
Hey, what's up, brother, man?
What's up, man?
All right, man. It was a good game, man. You know, they win, but can we do it against Sacktown or against Minnesota, Milwaukee, man? We just got to keep beating these teams in front of us. That's how you move up in the standings. And I pray to God that we get OKC in the first round if we get there, man, because we can beat this team, man. And will somebody put some respect on D'Lo's name, man?
Thank you.
That man been much maligned before the All-Star break, man. I'm glad the Lakers didn't trade him because they wouldn't have got nobody better playing at this time, man. The boy playing good right now, man. I just hope he can continue it up and let us keep winning. And somehow, man, we ain't got a problem. We can get to the 6th seed. It's not off the reach.
It's definitely not. Scooter, one thing about that, though, tell me on Saturday you weren't looking like, where is D'Lo, right, in the fourth quarter? Like, where are you at?
Yeah, I know, but some of that's on him, man. I don't know why he took him up, you know, because he can do that. He can come and hit 3 or 4 threes in a row and put you right back in the game if you're down. But I don't know, you know.
Yeah.
And sometimes against Denver, sometimes he, you know, I don't know. That's some mental thing that you got to get over, man. So the boy can play, man. He can play.
Without a doubt. Scooter, I appreciate the phone call. Good hearing from you. And what I like about this D'Angelo Russell effort tonight was Saturday, it didn't go his way, right? Did not play. And I was gone. I was in San Diego for my daughter's soccer tournament, so I was driving back up to L.A., listening to the game, and I'm not hearing D'Angelo Russell's name. I'm like, oh, he's not playing. Then I hear the postgame show when Andy was filling in, and he's talking, and, you know, you can hear the frustration. But D'Angelo Russell today, when I saw him come out to warm up, locked in. D'Angelo Russell could have easily just said, you know what, I'm going to go through the motions. No. He came out, put buckets, got it done for the Lakers. And here's what he had to say about tonight.
Hell yeah. I mean, it seems like that's what I do. I mean, at some point I get hot. Games, it's exciting already, but it just brings a little different excitement to it. Feels good.
It feels good. That was on Spectrum Sports Net with my man Mike Trudell on the walk-off interview. Downtown L.A., Tony, the Lakers postgame show on 710 ESPN. Tony, before you get to your fandom, you're president of the fan club. I know where you want to go with that. How good a win was it for you?
It was cool, bro. I was listening to the radio, Ireland talking, but it just seems a lot, that OKC was just missing their threes, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it was.
And,
yeah, they
a win is a win.
Yeah,
and I get it, but they were just missing their threes, and I'm proud that D'Lo, came out and was balling, but yeah.
Yeah, they were not shooting well. If you take away Dort, who had 4 3-pointers in the first half, they only had 3. If you take him away. It was, you're right. They didn't shoot well at all tonight. Second night of back-to-back. Doesn't matter. They're a young team. But, yeah, it's, hey, but if the other team doesn't show up, it's not your fault. You come out and perform because we've seen this way too many times with the Lakers this year, Tony. You know it, where the other team is kind of going through the motions, and then the Lakers don't take advantage.
Exactly.
All right. Get to it. You're the oh, where'd he go? Oh, man. We lost him.
Literally, he was on the phone for 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, just talking about Max Christie. He should be playing, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, man.
Why is he not playing?
And his phone dropped. Oh, man. As far as Max Christie, well, there's a lot of people that are members of the Max Christie fan club. Max Christie tonight, 5 minutes. He hit a 3-pointer. He had a rebound. And, look, Darvin Ham's not going to use him in the rotation. It is what it is. Taurean Prince tonight, 22 minutes. Cam Reddish is back, 13 minutes. Dinwiddie's there with 24 minutes. So the Max Christie, Laker, a lot of minutes. Not going to happen.
How about Spencer Dinwiddie plus 35 tonight in 24 minutes?
Was he at plus 35?
Plus 35. Shout out to Lucas the Dinwiddie stan in our ESPN LA Lakers postgame community on Twitter.
Yeah, and Dinwiddie, Graham, with 24 minutes, only 2 points. It's just not what you expected when he signed. But then again, when you come to this Lakers team, you get put in certain spots. Dinwiddie looks like he's in the corner just waiting for the catch and shoot, but that's not exactly what he should be doing. But it's just the way the Lakers offense flows.
But he had a great moment tonight, got a block, and then turned it around, went and got a one-on-one layup when the game was still pretty close in the second quarter, so we felt those 2 points.
Graham coming in. So there's like Dinwiddie stands in the YouTube chat?
I guess I'm part of them now, too. They got me.
Hey, they got you. Raymar in Southgate, home of the Rams. You're on the Lakers postgame show on 710 ESPN. What's up, Raymar?
What's going on, Beto? Hey, again, I think the formula for the Lakers, for them to, have a good, deep postseason run, is they need to solidify their rotation and then find their identity when it comes to playing these certain matchups.
Raymar, hold on.
Yes.
Come on. You've heard me all season long, right? You know what's up on the 710, bro. You know, dude, they're over 60 games. Like, la misma canción. We've been singing this over and over. They need the rotation. They need to find anything that's consistent. But they're not going to do it. Like, it's frustrating. And as the playoffs approach and you're trying to see what's going on, you know what's going to happen. At least you know who the starters are. Like, at least you know that.
100%. And you just mentioned it about D'Lo. Where was D'Lo at when they were playing the Nuggets?
Yeah.
I mean, again, if you're going to go offensive against the Nuggets, you need to have a guy that's a volume shooter that's going to get high. He's going to drop those threes.
Yeah,
you're not going to. Taurean Prince ain't going to do it. Cam Reddish ain't going to do it.
And that's on Saturday. That was Darvin Ham and the coaching staff deciding, like, hey, we're going to use Cam Reddish and hopefully give up some offense to get defense. But I mean, Raymar, like, don't you just play your best guys?
You have to, especially during crunch time. And I think they want to do these key matchups of, like, defensive players against. But if you have Michael Porter going 10 for 10 and nobody's stopping him, you might as well just have the best offensive guys on the court.
Yeah, and at one point tonight, too, back to tonight's game, there was a session where in the third quarter, like, they're starting to knock down shots. It's like OKC could get hot, but they didn't. They got cold. But even then, some of these rotations and some of the defensive schemes, you're like, the frustration part. And we could do an entire show on that, but then for what, right? I mean, it's not really going to do anything about it. It's you take what you have. And Raymar, appreciate the phone call. Stay on the line. Michael Funches wants to talk to you tonight. It's just you ask the questions of Darvin Ham as to why certain things, and he gives you answers, but he doesn't quite answer your question. And, there are so many good podcasts out there. The K brothers have one of them where they go deep into stuff like that. Here on the postgame show, it's for you, the fans, to vent, to call, because you're leaving the game and you're figuring things out. If I was doing a 10-1 show, oh my goodness, it'd be completely different. But tonight, and then on 710, we don't take many phone calls throughout the show, throughout the day on all the shows. So we have it here for you. This is why you want to call us, 877-710-ESPN, 877-710-3776. And if you need a break from every day, Wolf fans, it might be your lucky day, because tonight, Fantasy Springs Resort Casino giving away 2-night stay plus dinner, golf, or bowling for two. Make any day your lucky day. Book now at fantasysprings.com. Too bad I'm not eligible to win, because I need a room the first week of April, because I'm working a fight out there, April 4th. Trying to take my kid, but I don't want my kid to stay in my room, so I'm trying to get her room, all that other stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Solomon and Lake Balboa. You're on the Lakers postgame show on 710 ESPN. How you doing, Solomon?
I'm good, Beto. Is my phone coming through okay? But having some problems lately.
No. You're good. You're good, sir.
Loud and clear. Yeah, listen, I love the win. I'm never going to neg a win, right? But it is that Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing again. I mean, the other night, Lakers barely beat the Wizards. Mm-hmm. And now they come back and beat the number one team in the Western Conference. Go figure. I get the matchup thing. They seem to own OKC, which is good. I do have a question for you, Beth, especially since we've talked about rebounds tonight. I thought the Lakers, and I'm glad they got Giles, because that's a legit big. After Anthony Davis, your only other real big right now is Jackson Hayes. And, Darvin doesn't play him too much, which I'd like to see him in there more. I think the Lakers are on the small side, to me. Yep. John Ireland said, oh, no, LeBron's big, Rui's big. 6'8", 6'9", that's not big. 6'11", 7 feet. Nurkic, 290.
Well, okay, take away Nurkic, because at 290, he is just a load, right? But Jackson Hayes, he's 7 foot, but he's a rail. He's like maybe 220, because when he walks out, he walks by us, you're like, okay, he's tall, but he's not like an imposing body, right? Rui is 6'8", but Rui, when we're down there warming up, like Graham, you see him a lot, right? This dude's got some shoulders on him. He's got some body on him. So that's what John is mentioning, like those kind of bigger bodies that can be in the paint to move around. Like Jackson Hayes is good for me in those spurts, but he's not going to push anybody around. He's more of a finesse 7-footer than he is a bruiser.
I understand, but at least it's length, and I understand Rui and LeBron are very strong, and at their positions they can muscle out guys. I mean, the other night Rui was trying to guard Jokic, and that was a joke, Yeah. But I'm glad they got Giles, and rebounding's an effort, and you don't necessarily have to be tall. Russell Westbrook was a nasty rebounder, man, and that guy's 6'3", 6'5". Yeah. So it is an effort thing, and maybe if Darvin can get them to put in that effort for the rebounding, I think it's going to help the team a lot.
And this one for you, Solomon. Jackson Hayes, you're right, the effort in those 18 minutes, 4 offensive rebounds. Effort there. Solomon, always like talking to you. Appreciate you as always. Jonathan in Downey, you're on the Lakers postgame show on 710 ESPN.
Yo, Beto, what's cracking, man?
What's up, bro?
What's up, bro? First things first, bro. It was a really good win. I mean, I'm just going to try to erase what happened on Saturday. I think we were playing cool till, like, that second half. But, I mean, whatever. It's the Denver Nuggets, bro. I mean, I'm not trying to sound like that, but I am going to be that guy and say, hopefully Jokic gets hurt or something in order for us to at least have a chance, bro. But I was going to ask you, Beto, so is Vanderbilt, is he close to coming? Also, what's the deal with Gabe Vincent? What's the deal with that guy?
Okay. So Gabe Vincent had the procedure. Vanderbilt, they asked Darvin Ham before the game today, and it's just that process of, hey, they're working their way back. I wouldn't expect them anytime soon. The good news is that Vanderbilt is not in that walking boot anymore. He was on the bench today. He did not have the walking boot. That's progress. But also think about it, Jonathan. When they do come back, they still got to get into basketball shape, right? They've been gone. So they're not in shape. And then there's another basketball shape where your lungs are burning. You got to get there. And then what do we talk about here with the Lakers a lot? The consistency, finding the rotations. If you bring them back, and mind you, I want them back, of course. But Gabe Vincent, I mean, he hasn't played this year. Like, what is he going to offer you later in the season? Because you don't know what you're going to get. Vanderbilt definitely need him on the defensive side, especially his length, what he can do for you. But maybe the playoffs. I mean, I just don't see anytime soon, and you don't really get to know what the process is and the progress is because teams aren't really going to tell you. If they go and tell us, hey, he's back in 2 weeks, and then he's not back in 2 weeks, then it's going to be like, well, what'd you talk about? I don't know. It's just everybody's responding different, man. I wish I had a better answer, but that's what it is, John.
Yeah, as long as LeBron and AD is healthy, hey, man, if the Miami Heat reach the finals on the East, I mean, there's a chance. There's always a chance, bro. But once again, bro, great show like always, Beto. And let me tell you one more thing, Beto. Can't wait for that Ryan Garcia and fight, man. Can't wait for that one.
Unless you follow Ryan on social media. Ay, Dios mío. Yeah, that'll be April 20th. Jonathan, appreciate the phone call as always. One more here. Hooper's X. All right. So I talked to you earlier today on the YouTube chat. Hooper, I know you know what's going on from the Circle of Trust, a big listener to the station. Good win or bad in your eyes?
No, it was a great win. And I think this is kind of where this team was always headed. They don't have enough in the tank to be able to play consistent defense all season long. But there's like 19 games, I think, left. And I think that they're actually starting to get into the process of using their defense as their lockdown way to win games. I think that Ham completely mismanaged the last game against Denver. I'm not saying they would have won, but keeping D'Lo and Rui out of the game, the most of the fourth quarter was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I think tonight's game showed exactly why, But I'm thrilled with this win. It's a good one, and it puts them in a good position to move on and play Sacramento, Milwaukee, and everybody else. Yeah. So couldn't be happier with this win tonight.
Yeah, you got the reason I asked because there's always somebody who's going to say something like, "Yeah, but." There's always the "yeah, but," and you're a smart basketball guy. You've played, you know what's going on. So there's always something that you see that's different. And tonight, I get you, man. It's what I like about this victory because now if you're Sacramento, you're watching it and you're like, "Oh, they did that. Oh, it's." Easy to chase. It's harder when you're the one getting chased. Hooper, appreciate the phone call. We'll talk to you soon. Lakers get the victory tonight over OKC, 116-104. A big reason was the defense. Here's Austin Reeves on Spectrum Sportsnet.
Yeah, I mean, I think it, when you come out at the first of games and you just give that effort, regardless, it's the NBA and there's a lot of times that you're going to play really good defense if they score. Obviously guarding Shea. There's going to be times, like I said, that, you think you play really good defense, but he shoots over the top and makes a shot. But when you have that, effort from the, start of the game and Bron sliding his feet like that, AD always being AD, we just feed off that. And, that was the main thing tonight, just getting off to that good start, of the energy. The start of the game wasn't good, but we just, kept plugging in at it and good things happen.
Start of the game wasn't good. Figured it out, turn it around, get the victory. Lakers are now in the 9th spot. They'll take on the 7th seed, Sacramento Kings, on Wednesday. Coming up, Kids in the Back, The Mind of Michael, all that and more. Lakers get the victory, and the LA County Department of Mental Health wants to remind everyone that there is free emotional support, service, referrals, and crisis counseling available 24/7 at 1-800-854-7771 or at dmh.lacounty.gov. The YouTube chat is popping, Graham. Everybody's in there. People complaining about the plus minus. Somebody saying they're going 4-0. All kinds of stuff. Dave Roberts taking jabs.
Yeah, I can't believe on a win like tonight we're talking about Darvin Ham and Dave Roberts comparisons. Come on, guys. But I do want to give a shout-out to Jazzmeat in the YouTube chat. Said the Kings lost tonight to the Bulls, so a golden chance on Wednesday just turned platinum.
Oh, a golden chance turned platinum.
Look at you, man.
Look at
you.
Look at that. Must be nice. University of Oregon grad, Long Beach Poly's own grandmaster.
Scholars and champs.
Scholars and champ. Coming up, more of you. Lakers win tonight, 116-104. I'm Beth Duran. Listening to the Lakers postgame show on 710.
Once again, here's Beto Duran.
Lakers get the victory tonight, 116-104. Interesting night. It was an interesting night because there was a lot of good stuff. I want to praise D'Angelo Russell. You know who else wants to give him props? His teammate, Anthony Davis.
That's what he do. He's shown that he can get hot any point in game. And when he made the first two, we kind of knew that the third one was going up. So, he tried to play like he didn't want to shoot it and threw it to Bron. And, Bron gave it right back to him, just knowing, like, I knew it was going in. I was already standing up when they scored, and, he kind of pushed the ball up the floor. So, he's able to get it going. And kind of just fuels our offense.
That's Anthony Davis, courtesy of Spectrum Sports Net. Great job by Rebecca Womble getting us the highlights for it. So, you know what we do? We sit next to Michael Thompson. And Funch, you harass him a lot because he's going to get kicked off of the corner. He's going to get kicked out of that aisle because people are stopping him, and MT's
He has one more strike. He has one more strike.
I was saying that. So that's why we always have this wonderful segment, and it's called The Mind of Michael.
One of the most brilliant minds to come out of the Bahamas.
8 times 4 is 30. They have pace for 30 turnovers. Huh? 32. I knew I was close.
An all-around champion as a player, broadcaster, and dad.
All the good points I make, you don't want to hear all the great ideas I have?
There is only one Michael Thompson.
Who is bold enough to walk into a steakhouse with a red Solo cup filled with Cabernet?
Welcome to the Mind of MT.
What's wrong with that?
Here's Beto Duran.
All right, so we didn't grab any audio, but I wrote these down. And then my man, Coconut Michael, Radio Michael fan, does a good job posting in the ESPN LA Lakers post-game community. Said MT was talking about the shooting woes of the Thunder. MT, the Thunder shooting has gone the way of Oklahoma Dust Bowl. Remember how dry the Dust Bowl was? So has the Thunder shooting over in the last 6 minutes. All right, the reason I'm bringing that one up, Graham, do you know the Dust Bowl?
Yeah, I know it.
Okay, because your dad's a professor, you better know. Josh, do you know about the Dust Bowl?
No idea.
Will?
Yes, I'm old enough to know about that.
Funch? The Dust Bowl?
No, I'm under 30.
No, you're not. They teach you this in elementary. Do you not know? Come on, man.
I really don't know about the Dust Bowl. Seriously.
Okay, the Dust Bowl. Severe droughts in the 30s. They left Oklahoma. The Sooner, the Boomer, the Dust Bowl. Okay, seriously? You guys didn't pay attention like in 4th grade history class? Or 5th grade, whatever it was?
No, I was playing the Oregon Trail.
All right, so this is why we're going to give you a history lesson here. The Dust Bowl was a result of a period of severe dust storms that damaged the ecology and agriculture of the American and Canadian prairies during the 30s. So the people picked up and left. Grapes of Wrath sound familiar? No?
A little bit.
Oh, my goodness.
The book.
Yes, it's a book. John Steinbeck. Oh, my goodness.
That's a famous author.
Oh, my goodness. He's from Salinas. Okay, yeah, so Oklahoma, the Dust Bowl. I knew it. You guys need... This is why we work in sports, and we failed English class or history class or math class, and we just learned how to... So I knew that one is the one I was going to say because Michael Thompson had it. All right, so that's the mind of Michael. Michael always giving us the history lessons, which he could use that in one of his games on Mason and Ireland. He can definitely do that. All right, kids in the back, Graham Metzger, what did we get tonight?
All right, Beto, kids in the back, we got good news and bad news. You want the good vibes or the bad vibes first?
Why are you even having any kind of bad vibes tonight, bro? Why you started with this?
It's not bad vibes. It's just we're just bringing awareness to something. So which one do you want to hear first?
Give me the bad.
Okay, so I wanted to bring some light and some awareness to something unfortunate that happened in South Pasadena. There's this a Kobe mural. There's Kobe murals all over the city. So there was this Kobe mural in South Pasadena that was vandalized. It was from Kobe's last game. Kobe mural posted on his Instagram at Kobe mural. So the Arts Council has launched a fundraiser to restore the vandalized mural made by Jonas Never, 1959. So the Art Council aims to raise $3,000 to reimburse Jonas Never's work, to restore the mural, and additionally, which is the cooler part too, donors who contribute $100 or more will receive a copy of Kobe's The Mamba Mentality.
So let me get this right. They painted over it or just tagged over it?
They tagged over it. Jonas Never went to go restore it. We even posted a video on the YouTube that you guys can see with the website.
Cool.
Website is SOPASartscouncil.org.
Like, if we find these people that did it, they should be kicked out the city.
Yeah,
kicked out the city.
Vandalizing a Kobe mural, man. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, give me something good here.
I got some better vibes because I caught something from the mind of Michael tonight as well. So right at the end of the game, John was saying, the Thunder, these guys are going to be really good down the line. And Michael says, OKC will not be a power for years to come because they can't pay everyone. So Beto, I want you to be a fortune teller for me real quick. I want you to put on your Miss Cleo hat for me real quick.
Okay.
You
don't know the Dust Bowl, but you know Miss Cleo. All right.
This is why we're in sports.
Go ahead.
So I'm going to give you a few players on the Lakers and Thunder, and I want you to tell me, 5 years from now, will they be an all-star, will they be a rotation player, or will they be an MVP candidate?
Oh, okay.
First off, I want to start with your guy coming out of Santa Clara, J-Dub, Jalen Williams. He will be 27 years old in 5 years.
All-star.
All-star. Easy. How about another one on the Thunder, Chet Holmgren? He'll be 26 in 5 years.
So what are the options?
You can be an all-star, rotation player, or MVP caliber player.
All-star.
All-star. All right. How about, let's go to the Lakers side, and because I got to show love to the fan club, how about Max Christie? He'll be 26.
He won't even be on the Lakers.
Will he still be a rotation player in the league, you think?
Oh, man.
Come on, tell me the good news.
No.
Wow. Harsh on my guy, Max.
No, not harsh. It's just you don't play, you don't get paid.
All right, last one for you right here. How about our guy AR, Austin Reeves? He'll be 30 years old.
In 5 years? Oh, man. I think he's an all-star. Yeah.
I love it. I love to see that. And real quick, just because we're at Crypto, the stars are always out. A couple of people we saw down there courtside tonight. Derek Fisher.
Yeah, he was there. He was there next to Geeter and...
.04?
Yeah, Geeter and James Worthy, he was there. He wasn't working, but he was just hanging out there.
Certified Laker legend. Also saw Sting, who is practically a Laker legend himself.
Sting? Or Flea?
Flea.
Flea, get it right.
See, Sting. This is why we in sports.
Crazy, man.
Come on now. Yeah, Flea was wearing the Juju Watkins gear.
Yep, shout out Juju.
Yep.
And lastly, who we spotted down there, Lindsey Baseball and Scott Kaplan shared crush. Sasha, the Machine, Vucevic.
He was sending the Alexander wine. And
I keep on hearing his wine is really good.
It is good. Very limited batches in Paso Robles. Also there, I know you wouldn't bring it up, but Dustin Hoffman, Rain Man himself, was there. Hit me. He was sitting next to John McEnroe.
John McEnroe, yeah.
You cannot be serious. And also he was there with the chairman and CEO of Discovery, Warner Brothers Discovery. The man who's in charge. That's why when you're watching these games, always know, like if you're sitting courtside, okay, you're a celebrity. Always look at who the celebrities are sitting with because that's who the real ballers. CEO and president of Warner Brothers Discovery, David Zaslav was there. So that man that was sitting between them. Yeah. So you have HBO Max, right?
I do.
Yes.
And you know how they took a bunch of the stuff off of there? All the cartoons, all the Acme stuff? That's the dude right there.
I've heard the name. It's such an informational program tonight. I feel like it's PBS LA.
Yeah, it's always anytime you see celebrities, always look at the guy that's with them that doesn't look like he belongs on the court because he's super rich and in charge. Good job tonight, everybody. Nice young man, Will Flores, Rebecca Womble, Josh Martinez, Graham Metzger, Michael Funches, and those of you guys asking if I'm wearing my New Balances. No, I did not wear my New Balances. I rocked my Goyard Vans tonight. So I went suited and booted. Huh? Come on. Yeah, they're slip-ons. Billy Mack wears Vans. I wear Vans. And shout out to everybody that came up to me in the media room and also at Crypto. That's Usher, security guards, and people that work behind the scenes and said, hey, Beto, I love your interaction with the people. I love the way you guys do the show. It's a good listen. And leave Funch alone. Tonight, 2 people told me, leave Funch alone. So go and check.
Thank you, people.
Go and check out my Instagram at BethelVision. You'll see me harassing Michael Funches. We'll be back on Wednesday. Big game against the Kings. Lakers right now if the season were to end, yes, I'm doing if the season were to end, they would be in the 9th spot. Where would Sacramento be? In the 7th spot. Lakers, Sacramento on Wednesday. Huge opportunity for them to gain some ground as the playoff chase is right around the corner. For everybody behind the scenes, I'm Beth Duran. Thanks for listening.